Good afternoon, happy Friday to all of your sunshiny faces. Well guys, it is the start to Memorial Day weekend, which we always do every year because some Memorial Days are in the past. I think my dad's birthday will fall like right near there, and so it's, is it the 30th or 31st? It's either one of the last days of May. I'm really bad about remembering my parents' birthdays. I know my mom's is in August. I know my dad's in May, and it's like I said, one of the last days in May. And then, like, I know mine, Matthew's, and Jack's, but I don't know why with my parents' birthdays, I've always had, like, the worst time remembering. Even my grandma's, too. I knew hers was in January, and I want to say it was, like, the 24th or the 26th or something like that, I think. But I could never remember her birthday. Like, I know the general, like, you know, like, it's the beginning of the month, and it's in this month. But as far as like exact, like it's such and such day, I never ever seem to be able to remember what day it is. But normally over like Memorial Day weekend is like when my dad's birthday is and stuff like that. Like I said, it'll be closer actually to next weekend than it will be to this weekend. But because of it, we're just gonna, like, you know, grill and stuff like that. And every year for Memorial Day weekend though, we always wind up going out to IHOP because, like I said, normally my dad's birthday winds up falling like really close to there on one of those days. So we would wind up going out. I don't actually know what day we would go, if it was like on Monday or Sunday or Saturday or whatnot. But it's like this weird thing that we do every single year now because, like I said, my dad would always want to go out to IHOP for his birthday. And so we wind up going, but it would, like I said, always wind up falling like sometime on that weekend. And my dad would always want to go out. Like, it's like, you know, we always pick like normally somewhere for dinner, but my dad always would pick IHOP for breakfast. So I think we're gonna go. Like I said though, guys, as I've said a million times, I can't stand any like breakfast food from, like, I just really can't stand breakfast food in general. I can't eat eggs. It's really hard on my stomach, so I never wind up eating eggs or anything that has like egg in it, like French toast, like, you know, anything like that. You know, that's too much like egg rich. And then the only other thing is ever like carbs. I can have like pancakes or, you know, waffles, or, you know, I can have hash browns and stuff like that. But I don't even mind, like, if I had like a potato, like, you know, some type of potato thing, you know, like roasted potatoes or like hash browns or whatever. But like, they don't like have anything like that where they give you like a nice big thing of just like potatoes. Like, you have to order as like a side or something. Obviously I don't eat meat, so any type of like ham or bacon or, you know, sausage, anything like that's out of the picture too. And I don't like anything that's sweet. And so, like, you know, having like even like French, or not French toast, but like regular like waffles or pancakes or something like that, then they like do them with syrup, or they have like berries and stuff like that in them, which I like having berries separate, but I don't like having, like, I don't know why I'm weird about like pancakes with like breakfast like syrup or like berries or like sweet, you know, that kind of thing. I really don't like that. So I know I've gone over this with you guys probably before, but every year it is like the hardest decision for me to make on what to have. And then on top of that too, guys, I always don't have coffee, like, you know, coffee that I made at my house, because I go to IHOP and have coffee for breakfast because we always wind up going out early in the morning. So we wind up going and they give you the tiny little cups, and so I have like maybe 1 or 2 cups of coffee. But it is like always super strong, and I can never fit enough creamer in the coffee cup. So my coffee always tastes like really, really dark. And I'm not a huge like I like more like iced coffee or something like that almost tastes more watered down. And like, you know, they don't have any like specialty coffee either, so it's always a dilemma when I wind up going to IHOP. But I don't know why I'm almost kind of looking forward to it this year. Like, I've been thinking about it for the last few weeks. The other really weird thing that always winds up happening too is that there is a well, there's a convention center, but there's also like kind of a resort by the IHOP that we go to, and so we wind up going there every year. Every single year there's always a gaming convention every single Memorial Day weekend. And so we wind up going to IHOP, and then there's all these like people in there from like the convention, or you know, convention center and like this resort or whatever, or they might stay in like some of the other hotels in that area too. But we always wind up going, and there's always, like I said, like a ton of people in there, and we always like overhear them like talking about like games and stuff like that. And I don't know why, it's just like the kickoff to like the summer. And so like every single year, that's how I always like, now that we finally have nice weather too, I feel like I'm actually looking forward to it more. Like it's been hot recently, the last few days at least, you know, like 60s, 70s, 80s and stuff like that. So I'm also kind of looking forward to it a little bit more. But like I said, I feel like it's finally starting to feel like summer. I'm actually kind of looking forward to it, even though I don't know what I'm actually gonna have for breakfast. And like I said, I feel really bad, like, because I don't want to order something that then I'm like not gonna finish or not gonna want, or like, you know. So I don't know, guys. I always have struggled so much. And the other thing too is that, like, okay, they do have like lunch at IHOP, but again, it's all meat, or it's like all like stuff that I don't like to eat. So it's never like anything that's like, I mean, I guess they might have like oatmeal or something like that. I've never been a fan of oatmeal, like, ever. The only way I think I'd ever like oatmeal is if it did like taste sweeter, like, you know, and stuff like that. But I don't like that, especially for breakfast. I'm really weird about, like, I have no problem eating like berries and like all kinds of stuff, but I have to eat something before I like for breakfast or whatever, before I can have that. They don't even have like bagels that I know of. Like, I was like, oh well, maybe like, you know, you can get like a bagel or something like that, right? And like cream cheese and that kind of stuff. But like, they don't even have that. Like, I can't even order it like at Einstein's Bagels or whatever. I totally would love going there. And they do have like some interesting stuff. The last time we went there, I got like I think it was, I don't know if it was a bagel or like an English muffin thing or something like that, but it had like avocado, or I think it was avocado toast, but it might have been on a bagel. It was super good, but they never have anything like that at like IHOP, where it's like something that's a little bit more like unique, or like, you know, fits more like somebody like me who doesn't like to eat. Like, that's like the perfect, like, it's enough like carb in there, but it's not too much, like, because a lot of times, like, at least the kind that I got was more of like a whole grain one, so it didn't make me feel like I loaded up on pancakes, which is like carbs, and then I'll put butter on it because that's the only way I really like to eat my pancakes or like waffles or whatever. And so it's like a fat and it's got like carbs in it. Like I said, I don't mind it, but like, I don't know why, it just, for the first meal of the day, it doesn't get me off to a good start. It makes me feel bloated for the rest of the day and just like sluggish and like tired and stuff like that. And I feel like it's very important what you have for your first meal of the day. Sometimes for me that's like only coffee and like a protein bar, then that's what I end up having. But I feel like it's a very like distinct, like, because then I might wind up having like, right after I finish my coffee, I might wind up having like more snacks or whatever. Like, then I might have like pretzel chips and hummus, or, you know, like something else. But for me, like I said, like doing that first thing in the morning, I'll come home and I'm like in a food coma, like I will just fall asleep. But I feel like with the other, like I said, with like the Einstein Bagels, and when we went and got the like avocado toast kind of thing, it was like a good fat. You had the avocado in there, and like I said, it was more of like a whole grain, or like some type of like grainy, like they had like, it might have been like flaxseed over the top of like the avocado or something like that, you know. So it's like fiber in there, you know, like there's other things in there too, other than it being like straight pancakes. And I think they might have like whole grain pancakes, which I was like, maybe I'll try that next time. But I don't know. The only times I've had whole grain pancakes though, again, like I eat one of them and I feel so totally full. Like the same too sometimes with regular pancakes, like I just feel like overly full. So I'm really like, I honestly though want to just go on the sides and order a whole bunch of sides. Like maybe I'll order like toast, like I said, hash browns, maybe just fruit, like plain fruit or whatever, maybe something else or whatnot. Like I said, like I don't know why like food always has to be like that. Like honestly guys, the one thing that I've been dying to try, like really want to try, is what is that, like toast and beans or whatever, like that's really popular in like England. My dad told me, because his boss is from England, he like has that, I think a lot, or has talked to my dad about it and stuff like that. My dad actually got some beans because he wanted to actually try it. And I think it's kind of just like chili, or not chili beans, what are they called, like I think it's just like the Bush's baked beans or whatever, like that's the kind of beans that they, but like to me that actually sounds really good. Like it's protein because it's beans. Like I mean sometimes it's maybe not always as healthy, but you know, like for me, like that sounds way better than pancakes. Like I don't know why, like that's what I was actually looking something up to, and I found it funny because they said like in America, like everything for breakfast is always sugary. I have to agree. Like I mean sometimes you can be healthy if you're doing like eggs or whatever, but again for me I can't do eggs. Like eggs are too hard on my stomach, so I'm always in this huge dilemma, especially when we go to like breakfast places, which is why I like the one place that we've went a couple times for Matthew's birthday, once for my birthday, because they also serve lunch and they have like some like vegetarian and vegan options for the lunch. So that's actually what I get for breakfast, which we went there like more for like brunch and stuff like that. But for me, like I said, I like to have that option, and I think I may have gotten pancakes like once there. I think I actually like that better, and having that option of something that I know I really like than like being like, what am I gonna have? Like, do I want to feel like just like garbage all day? Because Memorial Day weekend we get a lot of stuff done too. So like when we do go out for like, again, like IHOP or and stuff like that, I want to be able to get stuff done. Like, you know, we have plans on getting the flower beds in this weekend, vegetable garden, raised beds in and stuff like that. So like there's things that we're actually planning on trying to do and get done this weekend. So like I don't want the start to my weekend to start off horrible because I ate like garbage for breakfast and didn't get a really good start to my day or whatever. So like I said, guys, I don't really know. Like even too if I have toast. Well, I don't know, guys. I don't know if we're going tomorrow or not tomorrow. I don't think we can tomorrow, but like on Sunday or when we're going. But yeah, guys, like I said, that's always something we look forward to. Like honestly, I used to never look forward to it, and this year I'm looking forward to it because it's actually starting to feel like summer out. So anyways, so guys, I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.